We are performing an abridged version of Romeo and Juliet for Weld Central High School.
From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
We have amazing sponsorship from Anadarko, and they work primarily within Weld County. So they were like, hey, let's take this to Weld County and let's start there. We have a great relationship with Weld Central High School.
They've been talking about it all week, and our teachers have. We've known about it, and everybody's excited for this day.
We are performing 4 times. There are 6 members in the cast. They just did 2 amazing shows back to back with about 5 minutes in between.
By yours, my sin is purged.
And have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from thy lips, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
This is very bare and raw, and we only use a truck and a few little things. It really makes you pay attention to the story because we don't have so many different technical elements to hide behind.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague.
There were a couple speeches, especially the soft speech. I was really talking to a lot of the audience there, and they held eye contact with me instead of like looking away awkwardly like a lot of people do.
It's a great show, and I'm glad that our school gets to be a part of it. I liked all of it. It was so real, I felt.
What's great about Romeo and Juliet is that it's part of the core curriculum, so that we can venture to guess that the majority of the students in the audience have read Romeo and Juliet.
But without being able to see it live, how can they see how the story breathes?
Seeing it helps you understand it more. Instead of just reading out of a book or reading out a play, you get to see them actually do it, and I think that really helps, and it helped me understand it too.
Shakespeare really comes alive when it is performed, when it's spoken, that it's meant to be performed.
Once it comes off the page and they really get to see it in front of them, it's so much more relatable.
The love theme is big. Romeo kisses Juliet. The girls inwardly are sighing for such a man. The sword fights are of enormous attention getter, and they love seeing that too.
Oh, I am hurt! Oh, plague on both your houses!
Some of them would get a sense of sometimes to get a happy ending or at least a good resolution, there must be great sacrifice.
Tomorrow, which is very exciting, all the actor teaching artists will go into the classroom and work with the students directly on the themes of the play.
I think it's awesome that we're able to not only just have a show for them, but also show them that theater can be used for other things in the curriculum, and it does help really raise that critical thinking awareness, which is so important to like other parts, not just art.
We'll give given circumstances, and then we will have 2 sides of the argument, basically.
Gave us a real life situation, like the father had a son who never talked to them, and this father was like getting concerned because the son was very violent and was thinking about putting a tracker on his phone.
He doesn't talk to me anymore. He just goes home, slams the door in my face, to his room, completely ignores me. He's so angry lately, just seems to blame the whole world for his problems.
And we'll present each side, and then the students are asked to pick a side and then argue for that side back and forth.
Like pick if we agree that the father should put a tracker on it or if they shouldn't, like because there's alternatives to solving a situation.
Yeah,
there are underlining themes that we have pulled for inspiration from Romeo and Juliet just so we could tie everything in, but it is very contemporary and very relevant for today.